Ladies and gentlemen, I have some very bad news. You see, this book, this magical book where I captured all of your memories, your hopes, your dreams into the perfect fairy tale. I just went to open it. And everything is gone. My entire life's work. How can I possibly tell the most perfect fairy tale if I don't have your dreams and memories and your hope and your... I have an idea. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to tell the most perfect fairy tale today. And I'm going to forget a lot of it. But that's where you come in. You see, it was made from your dreams, hopes, and memories, which means anything I can't remember, you do. So if I forget something, all I need for you is to just shout it out. Will you do that for me? Yeah! Then, my good ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most perfect, the most amazing, the most magical fairy tale that ever existed. And it goes a little like this. Once upon a time, there was a what? A fairy. And this fairy was known throughout the entire kingdom for being the very best at breakdancing. She could just drop on the ground and spin and kick her legs. She did a really good robot. She could crunk. It was amazing. Well, one morning, she woke up and she got to get out of her bed and...
She got to see a dragon. She saw a dragon.
And she saw a dragon, and it made her totally lock up her back. And she said, "Dragon, dragon, ow!" And then she fell back onto her bed, and the dragon said, "Oh, her name was
Melody.
Melody. Oh, Melody, what's wrong?" And the fairy said, "I don't know. I think I might have damaged a wing. This is terrible. I hurt all over, but today is that most magical, special day. Today is the day of the what? The 4th of July. It's such a special day in the Renaissance. I'm the person who's all the magic, so I've got to be the one to make the fireworks explode. And if I can't get up in the air and set the light on fire, well, how are we going to celebrate?" And the dragon says, "You're right, this is dreadful. I mean, I can help you light the fireworks because of my flame, but I can't make the magic to make them explode." She says, "Well, this is dreadful. I've got to find a way to get better. What do you think I should do?" And he says, "I know. I'm going to take you to the what? The hunter? The doctor." Oh, we're going to be literal today. Okay, good. It's going to take him to the doctor. The wizard? It's a wizard doctor! I'm going to take him to the wizard doctor. And very gently, he scoops up the fairy. And he says, "All right, Melody, let's go." And he carries her very carefully, trying not to breathe on her and melt her, slowly all the way to the wizard doctor. And when she gets to the door of the wizard doctor, the dragon says, "Oh, that's right. I can't just knock on the door. There's that special thing I have to say to make the door open because it's magic. Hocus pocus halitosis." And with the dragon saying that, the fire breath was pretty spot on. And inside they hear, "What do you want?" Oh, dear wizard doctor, I have Melody the fairy and she's been hurt." And the wizard doctor says, "What? Melody? It's the 4th of July. She's got to be ready to light all the fireworks tonight." He says, "Oh no, I don't think she can. We need your help." He says, "All right." And he looks at her and he says, oh my. Oh, she is suffering from a dreadful, dreadful, dreadful curse. She has been cursed by with a what? With a dentist and a spider? It was a spider dentist. The spider dentist went, "Not only will I make one of your teeth hurt, I will make them all hurt at the same time." And overnight, the spider dentist had crawled into the fairy's mouth and had taken out the little piece of magic that she held deep inside her heart. And he said, we have to get that piece of magic back. Without it, I'm not sure she'll last. And he says, what do you mean? He says, well, a fairy is only as strong as her magic. If she doesn't have her magic, well, I'm not sure what she can do. Oh, says the dragon. The dragon says, this is terrible. Poor Melody. She's my best friend. I've got to help her. He says, well, you've got to go to that magic place if you want to find more magic for her. You know, that special magical place. The Magic Kingdom. Okay. The what factory? There's a cupcake factory in the back of Magic Kingdom that makes all of those cupcakes. You know, the really scary ones with all the different seasonal flavors that are all dry? Every single one, but they got great buttercream icing about that tall. It says, all right, let's go to that Magic Kingdom. I hope we have tickets. Did you make your park passes yet? I'm not sure. Let's fly there. And he very gently picks up Melody and he sits her on his back. And he says, all right, Melody, hold on. And the dragon soars and flies past all of the cool weather to that boiling hot place far, far south of here and lands right at the gates of the Magic Kingdom. And they look at the kingdom, and they go to step in, and he says, all right, where's your magic band? What? Where's your magic band? I'm just a magic creature. Well, if you're a magic creature, maybe if you touch the turnstiles, it'll still let you in. Okay. And the dragon touches his arm to the turnstiles, and it turns green. He's allowed inside, and in he goes. In he goes to the beautiful Magic Kingdom. He steps inside and he sees in the distance the castle, far, far in the distance. And he starts to walk down the wonderful street and he gets hit with balloons. And then he gets stopped by the smell of, what? Of fish? This is not the normal smell for Magic Kingdom. But he says, oh, it's the most delicious fish. I must stop and eat the fish and wait. That's the lure of this place. The dragon realizes everything's going to keep him from his goal, to go to the castle, to go to the most important person of all of Magic Kingdom, to ask for that special bit of magic to help Melody. And he says, all right, don't look at anything. Don't buy anything. Don't eat anything. Let's walk. And everywhere he hears, have a magical day, have a magical day. And he's like, no, they're all trying to make me look. And he focuses and he gets to the center and he sees right in the center of the hub, the greatest wizard of all, Walt Disney. And he says, oh, Mr. Disney, would you help me? My friend the fairy, she's very sick. But he doesn't speak back. He's a statue made of bronze in the center, and she realizes he won't be able to do anything. But she says, wait. The dragon says, I have an idea. Melody, you're the magic here. You're the fairy. Go to him. He says, my back hurts. So the dragon walks her all the way up and sets her at the foot of Mr. Disney. And she looks down, and she looks at him with faith and trust and a little bit of pixie dust. And she touches him, and at that moment, the brass and the bronze starts to melt away, and standing in front of her is Mr. Disney. And he says, well, hello there, little one. What is it you need? And the dragon says, oh, thank goodness, this is my friend Melody. She's been so injured, and we need your help to save her. He says, well, why didn't you say so? I know what you need. You need the most magical thing in this entire place. You need the Pepto-Bismol. The pink is so magical, and when you drink it, it coats away any of the illnesses you may have felt. Here, we have some. And he starts to walk her to the shop. Well, the dragon has been watching Melody, and Melody, that spell, that took a lot out of her, and she's starting to look a little a little greener than she used to, and he's so worried that she's going to be sicker and hurt. And he says, Mr. Disney, Melody is my best friend. Do you think you could help her? He says, yeah, Pepto-Bismol, remember? Well, yeah, but is that really going to be enough? He says, we'll see, won't we? And they get all the way to the store, and they open the door, and Mr. Disney pulls out a bottle of pink, sparkling Pepto-Bismol. And it says, Pepto-Bismol, magic variety. Well, that sounds great. And he says, here, all she needs to do is drink a little bit. And the dragon says, but it's such a big bottle and she's so tiny. Carefully sets her down, and he takes the bottle and he pours just a little bit in the cap. And he says, here, Melody. And she takes it. And as she drinks it, the sparks start to fly off the top of it, and it starts to melt. And she starts to feel calmer, feel a little more balanced. She says, oh, okay, good. I feel better, but I feel better, but my magic is totally gone. He says, that's dreadful. Mr. Disney, you said you could help her. He said, I said I could get rid of the curse, but she's got to find the magic inside her. How should she do that? What could she do? And the fairy says, I know. I'll follow the yellow brick road right at the edge of Fantasyland. And they steps onto the bricks, and she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and someone says, I love you, followed by follow the yellow brick road, and takes a few more steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and suddenly follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow, 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 and she goes skipping suddenly, not being able to fly, but her steps have become so light. And as they follow the yellow brick road, it ends at a swamp at the far back of the kingdom. And inside the swamp, on the middle of the swampland, she sees one little anaconda. He says, wow, I didn't realize we were in the Jungle Cruise. That's so sweet. Do you think the anaconda could help? He says, maybe. And the anaconda says, and slithers all the way down. Hello, bee, you're not my friend right now. And he stands there, and the anaconda goes, hello. And she says, hello? Can you help me? And the anaconda says, maybe I seem to. But what can you do? And the anaconda circles the fairy's body and starts to squeeze more. And the fairy says, wait, I don't know. I don't think this is right. I don't, help, she cries, help, she cries. And in the distance she hears, roar! And the dragon breathes a huge blast of flame to the anaconda, who suddenly steps away as fast as he can and slithers back into the swamp. And he says, oh, Melody, I would never do this. That was dreadful. I'm so sorry. It seems like nothing we have works. I don't know what I could do, but you look so cold. Maybe if I'll be gentle, I promise, but maybe if and very quietly, as the dragon starts to breathe a little heat out of its mouth, he sings their favorite song. That song that they loved so much together, that song they always sang together. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. And there's something about that song that suddenly, as she smiles, thinking of the song, one wing starts to flutter a little bit. He says, wait, I think that worked. I think that worked. Maybe if more people sang Baby Shark together we could make it happen. And she starts again, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do do. And as she does that, the other wing starts to flutter, and she says, I think I feel better. And she starts to fly on her own. And he says, this is amazing. How did this happen? And the fairy says, by your magic. I'd lost the magic inside of me, but our friendship was the magic between us. And you brought it back. You brought me the favorite memories I had. You brought me the joy. And you've taken me to a kingdom of magic. I think I'm ready for the July 4th fireworks. And he says, great, because this place has the best July 4th fireworks you've ever seen. 360 degrees around you, and a big crowd of people. Wait, I know where we can go. And she flies up, and the dragon flies with her, and they get to the very top of the castle to watch. And as they're watching the show and the music is swelling, she starts to light all the fireworks. And at the very end, flies directly across, all the way to Tomorrowland. You've seen it. I know you have. And to this day, she was so happy. The dragon was so happy. They realized they had found their home. A place where they could laugh together, they could be friends together, and they could celebrate. And they spend their days there. And if you look quietly, in a little corner in the back swamp, you'll see a little statue. And every once in a while, the bronze melts away, and the fairy flies up in the air again, and she makes the fireworks light and bloom and glow for all of us, and we all lived. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was Fractured Fairy Tales, and truly, I could not have done this without each and every one of you. Thank you so much.